Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. And if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com, where I dive deeper into all these sectors, looking for investment opportunities and sharing those opportunities with everybody in the community. Special coupon code that we've got, it'll save you or give you a discount on both the monthly and yearly memberships. And if you want to see what those discounts are, check out the description link below. And we're going to dive right in, see what's going on today, starting with the DXY. So starting with the DXY, we've got a pullback here. DXY going down a little bit. I would have guessed going and breaking higher here. We were at the kind of the last stages of resistance, but we're pulling on back in the DXY. This is a relative strength. So the DXY is falling like a rock, but everything else around it is falling faster. That's really what's going on. We've got yields kind of mixed today. The 2-year yield's up 0.64%, still within the larger, bigger picture pattern. Nothing's changed in my opinions around this, and I don't think anything's going to change at any time soon here. So we're in this squeeze into the corner here. We haven't broken in either direction. It is a falling wedge, and falling wedges break higher, even if we were to do a false breakdown like this before breaking higher. 10-year yield down 0.2%. It's squeezing up into this corner here. We are down a little bit today, and we're still above support, that intersection of those two support trend lines, and we're still above it. There it is, falling quite slowly. Generally, that wants to break higher when you have these small little red candlesticks falling down and you traveled higher in a much quicker fashion. So you get this impulse move up, and then you get the slow leak off the selling. We've got the 30-year yield down a little bit today. Looks like almost like a shoulder head shoulder pattern that is developing here, potentially. And we'll see if that is what occurs. Again, I don't use any of this in my investing. I just do the daily update because people want me to do it. I think that this is eventually going to keep going up based off of inflation. So whether this breaks like this down, I would still be bullish on the longer term. TLT, we are up a little bit today in this price movement, and maybe we get up here and then roll over. We'll see. I'm in the camp that yields are going to go down over time. Right now, they're basing out almost. Had a little bit of a rising wedge going on that's broken to the downside, but again, the short term is really hard to read sometimes. I'm not stating that it is or isn't. It is difficult in the short term. Bigger picture view, I think this is just one big squeeze up that we eventually head lower, and that this will break to the downside eventually. We've got the 2 and the 10, which is inverting. Nice big candlestick today, inverting higher, and I do think that could reinvert with time. But we've been chopping sideways this entire time here in this rectangle. TYX GNX ratio is down a little bit. Guess what? Gold doesn't care. Doesn't really care. So gold's up $57 an ounce. It's ripping. It has a nice little falling wedge, double bottom, breakout, retest, and then we're breaking higher. Silver's doing the same thing. It's a falling wedge, double break, double hump, double bottom, breakout of the X, retest, and then we're ripping higher. And this looks good to potentially get a real big move going as we break through this last form of resistance, which we're right at. Platinum's up 2.15. That's starting to break out. Looking fantastic, platinum. So no, I don't think we're going back down doing that. We are just ripping higher. Looks good. And then palladium's up 1.22. That looks like it's trying to rip higher too. Looks good to move on up. Let's rip this thing out of the falling wedge. Looks very good. XEU to gold ratio, we are ripping, absolutely ripping in the mining companies. We are coming from ridiculously low levels. The best way to play this is to do nothing. Buy it when it's down here and do nothing, and then ride it all the way up, if you are able to do that. A lot of people can't. They can't make money, apparently. They can't just sit and do nothing. But there it is. Looking good. GDX up 4.8%, looking fantastic. Absolutely ripper there. Double bottom. GDXJ up 5%, looking good. And then SILJ up 5.89, looking good. Getting through some of this resistance. Looks like a double bottom or something like that. Looks good. Crude oil up 1.1%. I'm surprised this hasn't been breaking out yet. Still squeezing into this falling wedge corner. Falling wedges break higher. If we get a break lower, it's going to be a false breakdown and then a move on up, in my opinion, based off of where we are located in the cycle. So that's what I see there, and we are still flagging out. TTF gas chopping sideways today, 0.01% higher. I think this is a false breakdown. I think we're going higher. That's what I think. We've got natural gas up about 3% in America. That's going to keep ripping higher, it looks like. We've broken out of this channel, and we are ripping. We are ripping. Boy, XOP, yeah, you know me, up 1.11%. We're trying to break out of this flag pattern. Haven't done so yet, but we will. And this is your support resistance that we've been trading in between. OIH up about 0.3%. That's breaking out of its flag pattern. Probably a prelude to what XOP is going to do. And then we're probably going to rip higher as long as oil gets its butt moving. The whole commodity cycle is turning here, guys. So I think we're going way up here. In fact, I think we're going to beat this high here eventually. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, maybe not the year after, but eventually we will. Newcastle coal futures down a little bit today. We're still underneath that resistance area and still above support. So we are squeezed between support and resistance. This being the support region, this being the last of the resistance. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust up 0.44%, looking okay. I don't know what's going to do here in the short term. This looks really funky. We've got this big selling pressure day, which everything's sold off and has big question marks around. We've got kind of a smaller bounce here. Not necessarily bullish, but yet longer term, we are bullish because we're sitting on top, and it's still a bullish engulfing on the weekly. So I would say we're going to go higher, but I don't trade this stuff in the short term. I bought it down here and here, and then I've done nothing. For the not this, I don't own physical uranium trust. I own the equities. Uranium sideways. Looks just chopping sideways. We've got URA up 1.9%. This looks like it's bottoming, trying to move higher. Looks good. Falling wedge. We've got URNM also doing the same thing and URNJ doing the same thing. So we're looking at the same thing 3 times in a row. I should probably just take out some of these, but yeah, looks good. Squeeze on up. We've got nickel up 0.4%. And it's been chopping sideways here in that box, that rectangle. And it still looks good. Copper's up 4%, breaking out of this. Hopefully it's breaking out of this little resistance. We're right at the peak there. Usually at big days, sometimes you get bloody nose. You get a small down day or a couple of them, and then it rips again. That is very possible. But this looks good. And the recession guys, I don't know what they're looking at, but copper's breaking. So okay, this is going to be a big move in copper. It looks absolutely fantastic. I like viewing it from this view. This is the lead-in pattern. This is wave 1, wave 2, and then we're in wave 3. I think, in all honesty, I think they're trying to manipulate this lower. That's my guess. I think they're trying to hold this down, and they're using tactics to try to do it, but it's going to rip. They're not going to be able to hold it. This thing's ready to go. COPX up 2.66. It's ready to go. It's right at the tip of this flag pattern that's ready to break out. So it's looking good. We've got lithium up 2.36. That's in an uptrend, looking fantastic. REMX up 2.8. That's in an uptrend, looks fantastic. It's ripping. Iron ore's up 0.33. That's going to rip too. It'll follow all the commodities. It's going to rip all the way up. It looks good to do that. We're putting in a big flag pattern right now. Aluminum up 2.26. Had a little bit of a shakeout here. I thought we were going to go lower, but nope, we're going higher. It looks good. Good strong candlestick today. We'll see if there's any follow through next week. Or no, I guess we trade We trade Black Friday, don't we? Friday, I think it's, yeah, Thursday's closed, but Friday looks good. But that looks good. We're on top of support. Everything looks good. Baltic Dry Index continuing higher. That looks fantastic to continue higher. Broken out of this big pattern, ready to rip. Emerging markets up today, 0.72%, and we're going to try to break through this last of resistance. We've got Moo up 0.1%, putting in the right-hand shoulder of an inverted shoulder head shoulder. We still haven't broken out of this thing yet. Out of the neckline of the shoulder head shoulder. That's the neckline's up here. That's that guy. KRE is down a little bit, but that's probably more or less just a little bloody nose. It's a continuation pattern higher. KRE and oil move together. Same with home builders. They all move together. And home builders look really good. Yeah, XHB ripping higher. That's broken out of this downtrend. Looks fantastic to continue higher. We've got Russell up 0.82. That's broken out of its little consolidation. Could do a retest down here and still be bullish. We've got the S&P 500 ripping higher. That's looking pretty good. We can throw a kind of like a little resistance guy here. That's ripping up to the upside here. We'll see if we can punch through and stay above. Sometimes he'd like to do a little false move, so we'll see if that's the case. And I drew these on the closing prices. NASDAQ up a little bit. That looks good, breaking out. Dow Jones breaking higher. Looks like it's the last of this resistance too. If we were to throw a kind of a last resistance trend line, we're getting above that. That's looking pretty solid there. XLI up 0.5, but still within this resistance box, resistance support box. So that's still chopping. SMCI up 1%, still looks like total crap. NVIDIA up 1.4, still within this resistance support region. Still holding on. Bitcoin's up 3.32. It's starting to put in a little bit more buying pressure here. Looks pretty good at the moment. That's big bullish engulfing that we got today, and there's one here too. So there's two of them now. So that looks good. We'll see if we can put a little bottom in here and head higher. Do not know what, if we get up to here, we could do like a breakdown and then a rollover. It's difficult to say. We have Ethereum up 2%. That looks okay. If we put logarithmic, that's what it looks like on the log scale. It still looks a little, so I don't know. I mean, would I buy this here? No, I would not buy this. This chart. We've got stronger selling pressure. It's coming on up. I'd have to have some sort of conviction in whatever it was. I'd have zero conviction in Ethereum. I think it's complete garbage. But sometimes when you get a larger down move in 3 candlesticks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming on up. Sometimes these like to roll over. So could be a rollover. MicroStrategy up 2%. I don't know why anybody would buy this garbage stock. It's absolute garbage. This is what could happen here. That's my guess. It's just at support. And then the VIX. VIX is down 7%. We've got, yeah, it's coming on down for the VIX. Plunge protection team's on it. We got it. We got it all figured out. It says percent. But that's all I've got for today, guys. Well, actually, we can go through these. It looks like these were up quite a bit. So we're still chopping sideways in these currencies, exchange rates. We're in a falling like wedge triangle right underneath resistance. This looks good for a potential breakout eventually. And then we'll rip. That's when the commodity sectors all start ripping hard. ZAR, that's doing it too. We've got Brazilian real, that's ripping to the upside up about 1%. And falling wedge double bottom. This is looking absolutely prime for this. We've got Australian dollar. That's right out of the breakout. When that breaks out, commodities. This is a commodity bull market here. We'll get a commodity bull market, and then GBP versus USD breaking higher. We're in a flag pattern right here. Pennant formation, bullish to break higher. So those all look good, which is good. But that's all I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website, especially with the coupon code. And we've got a Q&A session coming up Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time this weekend. All right, guys. That's all I've got. We'll catch you next time, guys. See you.